إذن سوف نتحدث أيضاً عن أفضل الممارسات في الذكاء الاصطناعي وأتمتة العمليات الروبوتية في صناعة سلسلة الامداد. تفاصيل أكثر يناقشها أو يحكيها لنا الدكتور ترهان بيلجيلي رئيس قسم الاستشارات التدريب في معهد لوجستيات الشرق الأوسط العالي ميلي.
Well, Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon to all. I'm truly honored to be with you in this 30 minutes or so, well, with the outlines as displayed here. This is Dr. Turhan Bilgili. I'm speaking on behalf of Middle East Logistics High Institute. Welcome on board. Here are the outlines. Today I would start with the Industry 4.0, and what has been brought to us. And then, the second title, or the subtopic, will be the process automation by robots, or let me, make it vice versa, RPA, robotic process automation. And then after, I will go up with a very decent term, very popular and fashionable, AI, and that artificial intelligence to optimize inventories. With my saying optimization, I am not saying, either, maximize or minimize. Optimization, ladies and gentlemen, is to make it something in the reasonable level of what has been required. And then after, I would go and continue with the smart supply chains. Today, we have to be smart. Unless we cannot use the cellular phones, which are truly smart. And smart supply chains would be requiring so many things, so many functions, and the business-wise, the applications to be smart. Smart warehouses, smart factories, smart contracts. Those have to be all smart, including the very, very, latest technology, the blockchain. And I will be concluded my presentation and my speech to you the way it had. In that particular last couple of minutes, I would consider the nexus. So we would be asking to ourselves, what is next? Well, let me start with a spark note, just because we have IoT, cloud, some data mining, machine learning, AI, and some other things. Well, those are all promising opportunities for the improvement of the across the whole or the entire supply chain. And of course, we have autonomous robots and AI, which is driving the change in the game. So I would tell you, it is the time to shuffle the cards. It is a new beginning. And make sure, and the question here would be how, successful we will be dealing with that. Where we are with our presence would be, enough or adequate to implement such, process. At the end, we will be talking about, the effectiveness and the efficiencies of our supply chains in our own business. And here, a very common platform is the new era. As you notice here, we are on that new saying, Industry 4.0, or, which is not very common, fourth industrial revolution. To that point, we had already overcome with the steam, the first revolution, and the electricity, the second one, computing just 3-4 decades ago, and now we are talking about artificial intelligence with 3D printing, biotech, well, some autonomous vehicles, self-driving vehicles, whatever you would say, well, and nanotechnology with some computing methodologies together with IoT, Internet of Things. So in this new era, I would love to, well, speak on how those are all incorporated with our supply chains. Make sure supply chain is the big umbrella concerning a number of activities in logistics. I mean, particularly warehousing and the transportation. Ladies, gentlemen, starting from now, let me introduce to you what the strategies to be followed in any supply chain or in your business. Mainly 4. If you want to be successful, the long-term projects or any kind of business should be taken care of. Well, first, differentiation. You should do something different than you had done yesterday. Differentiation. The second strategy you're gonna manage is to be a cost leader. Unless you are the one managing a competitive price, you would no longer exist. The second one, cost leadership. And the third here is the focusing strategy. Look at the retail stores, the merchandise, and the others. They are focusing on, let's say, manufacturing furnitures, manufacturing high-tech, but providing some, nice restaurants in the, service industry, or any other. So we should be considering what will be the core business we're gonna focus on. And the rest, very easy. Go ahead with the outsourcing. And the fourth, very latest one, is the information technology. So let me count down again. Differentiation, cost leadership, focusing, and information technology. And here, in my presentation, we're gonna focus how this information technology, or the strategy itself, had been incorporated with our own supply chains. So here, with that implementation, Industry 4.0, I would be introducing to you the existing workforce with the 11 pillars. Let me start with that. Well, horizontal and the vertical integration, well, on the right upper side. Well, today, there is no more hierarchy in any organization. Instead, we have very, lean type of doing business to make it, with zero waste. Just because we have known the supply chains are error-prone, with a number of problems, with a number of mistakes, we should make the integration well-made. I would say tailor-made. And the second here, in the pipeline, you are truly introduced, knowing the fact, the IoT, especially in the industrial practices. And the third is the cybersecurity. Look what happened just 2 months ago. Someone in the United States wrote something with a code, and the business stopped. Remember? Well, so we should be very careful to secure the data, okay? Because the overarching results are not, they are truly vulnerable. And artificial intelligence, I'm going to cover later, is the algorithm behind. Well, you can easily tell me what you like, what you want to eat, what you want to drink, what you are doing. Well, I can provide to you, in this case, who you are. It is the algorithm, it is the digital twin of your presence. And it could be managed by alphanumeric coding. And then, well, I would go with the new business models, with the smart supply chains, and the cloud. So many people are talking about cloud. Well, cloud is not there. Cloud is there in your next office. It is a data server containing and keeping your data safe, well, as a reserve mechanism. Once you need it, well, retrieve back. So cloud is not there. It is in the next office, okay, with the data service. And we have, well, additive manufacturing with the 3D printing systems. So whatever the data, well, served to that mechanism can easily build, manufacture, or publish something as you require. And we have supply chain. This is our baby. Well, in the next 20 minutes, I'm gonna, cover. And big data. This is another one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if someone is talking about big data, it is not that much big. You should consider, well, that big data which is necessary for your business. So out of the big data, I would be concerning that much of data which is necessary to implement, to cover, to control, to manage my business. So don't be afraid of if someone is talking about big, big, big. No, it's not big. It is that much, okay? And I would go with the autonomous robot. Well, I believe it in the second half of my talk as of today. And simulation, the last pillar. Simulation is the experiment to be done or carried out by the computers. Please tell me, what is the size? Well, the size of your warehouse would be. Tell me, what is the height of your warehouse? I can easily simulate what is happening at the end of 5 successive years. Simulation is the experiment done by the computer, telling you, yes, go ahead with that warehouse, or telling you, this warehouse will not be in use at the end of Hamsa Sene, 5 years. So go ahead with, well, a larger warehouse, something to be expanded, something to be, well, more in height. So simulation will definitely help you. Okay, well, so this is what Industry 4.0 brought us. It is, well, together with that, we have been, well, seeing, well, the manufacturing and the supply chains evolving just because of, well, the predictive maintenance is helping us a lot. Well, look, you have your car, you drive every day, not knowing the fact that, well, there is a certain date that the car has been, well, maintained. But the predictive maintenance is taken care of with the data gathered from your utilization, your driving attitude and the behaviors, exact date to change the tires, to change your battery, to change, well, the oil and the filters. Exactly the same is happening in the supply chain. I don't know the life cycle of my, forklift. But together with the data analytics and the AI, well, I can easily get the results or the necessary evidences to manage it. Data analytics is important. It is a tremendous data. I'm going to show you a nice dashboard for your better understanding. But it is data and analytics helping the decision makers to be flexible with a solid, decision. Well, very quick and very flexible in the decision making. Well, we have autonomous vehicles, which means self-driving vehicles, well, helping us in that robotic way. And AI, the algorithm, again, the mechanism provided by the data gathered or collected so far. So we will go smart. Now, here is the impact. Well, as you see here, in a very recent survey, some 62% of the respondents told us, hey, we need something to be done by digital means of, management. So this is the impact. Even today, most of the business are going manual. Manual. This is very open to any, error, any mistake, any problem, and of course, in some cases, clash of the business. So instead, we should adopt and put in practice that very perfect, digital, tools and the mechanisms in our, environment, especially the supply chain environment. So what will be happening in the next 5 years or a couple of years with the help of AI? Well, you would see it is, just a robot. No, we have seen the robots in everywhere. And this is how I can use the robot in a manufacturing plant. Did you see anyone there? No. It is all, formulated or programmed mechanisms, with that seamless, production. Do you need to stop your operations if it is 5 p.m.? In this case, no, never. Do you want to pay extra salary? No, never. Okay, so look, you increased. I'm not telling you doubled, but you tripled your, manufacturing capacity with the use of RPA. And here is the mindset. This will be funny. We start in Middle East Logistics High Institute how we can build our own robot. Again, the question was how we can build our own robot. We start with the toy locomotive. You like it? This is the very initial mindset. And the second, we ask another question. If this train can carry some cargo, some load, some units, something to carry. Yes, of course, we have seen them again. It was a toy. And in so many cases, believe me, innovations will be told to you very quick. In our case, it was my cat. My cat told me, you can do it. And it was robot in this case. As you see here, we would be, trying to manage something very different. And that differentiation could be amplified, by your cat, by your fellows, by anything, inspiring you. So this is, what we are providing the industry, carrying some, 50, up to 50 kgs, not asking you, hey, sir, Mr. Muhammad, Miss Aisha, where to get it? No, it has been already done, programming. Okay. These are the second class or category of the robotic systems, mainly AGVs, automated guided vehicles. Let me go and specify, what we are doing with them. See here, again, how much you are paying for your picker? 3,500 riyals, monthly basis? Maybe. Okay, double with that makes 7,000 riyals. I'm not selling this. I'm just telling you exact price for this AGV is 7,000 riyals. Okay, so you would not go another third month salary, the fourth month or the fifth. It's all there. You have already paid. So there'll be no additional labor cost for such, robots, running 24/7. And the second one here, is the space utilization. Your pickers, your workers would be asking you, hey, where to sit, where to eat, where to smoke, whatever. But the robots here will not ask you where I should sit idle. They just need to be stand by during the charging. There will be no shortages. None of them will be asking you, hey, Mr. Fatima, I have a wedding ceremony tomorrow. Give me a day off. No way. Okay? And then, None of them will get you with a damaged product or a damaged carton box saying that, hey, something happened to here, and look, well, I lost this. No, no, never. There will be 360 degrees of security and the protection of the cargo while during the handling. And here, the scalability and the flexibility. None of them will be telling you, hey, I have a backbone here, I cannot make that happen. No, never. And of course, with the help of the number of AGVs you are using, you can easily maximize the scalability and the flexibility all of the operations. They can run in any circumstance, environment. Well, if you have hazardous cargo, if you have cold warehouse, whatever it would be. And inventory management could be easily improved and enhanced with the total utilization of a necessary number of AGVs here. Last but not the least is the energy efficiencies. These nice tools, I would say handsome guys, would be using, the batteries, need to be charged twice in a day. What a fantastic requirement. Okay, it is therefore a paradigm starting from very top, as you see here, standard manual process, to script automated process, and to reach that ultimate platform, robotic automated process. Together with this, I would love to highlight the convergence of RPA, robotic process automation, and IoT. In any business, especially in our business, supply chain and logistics, we are truly suffered with 8 waste. 8 waste. What are these? The waiting. Waiting is an unnecessary time to spend. With the robotic process automation, there will be no load. There will be no particular unit or any cargo waiting. No way. And we have defects. There will be no defect anymore because it will be a seamless process. And together with that, we may be having non-utilized talents. Some workers, some pickers, some professionals may sit idle. But the robotics have no credit. And inventory loss or excess inventories. Let me highlight that one. What is inventory? What is inventory to you? You have many definitions from your own aspect. If you search in the Google, there may come more than 20, the meaning or the definition of inventory. But to me, inventory is the material form of your capital. It is your capital. So we need to, optimize the inventories. Again, I am telling you, neither maximize nor minimize, but optimize, which is the level at that required timeline. Okay, so some other, waste in the pipeline, make sure that those should be incorporated and managed with the ultimate use of robotics. And here you see, I had put here 3 robots, 2 on the left, 1 right up there. So robots could establish a perfect support and the necessary data in that inventory management system. We have office management system, and together with the ones I have demonstrated to you, we are using drones. The drones counting the inventory. How much time you need to count the inventory? 1 day, 2 days? I had seen factories closed 1 week, 7 days to count the inventories. With our applications, drones, and chasing and scanning the barcodes and the QR codes, it is just 30 minutes. This is the help of robotic process automation. You don't need to spend days and weeks and months to count the inventory. Use RPA. So this is all about how we can implement the robots in our, as a component of the supply chain. And let me go ahead with the 5 key developments, with the utilization of the autonomous robots. Number 1 is to be with AI. And, there is no need to navigate. Just, share the data to be, followed. Of course, we have certain cost reductions together with the capabilities provided by the sensors. Okay? And here you see visual, audio, thermal. The last one, haptical here, is this, touching. The robots can touch instead of you. Okay, so there's no, missing sense. And of course, this should be truly regulated with the policies and the procedures, existent. Let me go ahead with 3 abbreviations. AI, artificial intelligence, ML, machine learning, and DL, deep learning. Ladies, gentlemen, if you need your robot understand what you want, you should go ahead with the deep learning. So this is how human attractions, human mimic, like this, human stepping, could be understood fully by a robot. In order to do that, we have machine learning. This is another algorithm together with artificial intelligence to say, robot, step forward. Another step, another forward. Okay. And with that, I like this slide because I spent too much time on it. Okay, here is the robot. It will be understanding the predictive analytics, again, together with the deep learning, okay, incorporated with the machine learning, and then NLP, right up there, is the neural language processing. So in that case, you translate whatever you say, whatever you think, to your robot, and then we have text-to-speech, speech-to-text for mutual communication, robot to you, you to robot, okay? And then some export systems, let's say, ERP, MRP, manufacturing resource planning system, and enterprise resource system, and warehouse management system. Those are all export systems you are, linking in, okay? And then we have, planning and optimization together with the extracted data to you, image recognition with the machine vision, and this is, at the end, your robot. The tool and the mechanism understanding and doing what you want truly. So here, in this section, I would go, some detail that AI is there to optimize inventories. Again, if you minimize the inventory, make sure it will be a risk. No one here will be happy if someone tells you, sorry, stock out. Or with my poor Arabic, wallahi mafi mevcut. No way, okay? Even a bakkala, a grocery store will tell you, I don't have it. No, my customer would not be happy, okay? So neither minimize nor maximize. If you maximize the inventory and there's no demand, this will be a total loss, the capital loss to you. Okay. So, let me go. We will be speaking on behalf of smart supply chains. Again, smart contracts, smart supplier relationships, vendor management inventory, smart manufacturing, smart warehouses, smart distribution channels. It's all smart. So it is how we can manage that high level of automation incorporated with our own business. And this is the map. if you are using a risk mitigation scenarios with the smart supply chains, it will tell you, hey, something happening in that point, red zone, telling you, manage inventories from that plant somewhere in the other side of the world. And this is the smart supply chain, building the blocks. It's a digital backbone with the help of Internet of Things, together with the AI. Some cases, it is truly interrelated with the blockchain technology. It's a distributed ledger platform. I believe some of you are knowing more in detail. So it has been controlled by the tower, and then at the end, we will be having a perfect and necessary and holistic transformation approach with the smart supply chains. Sorry for that. Well, I had only one slide, and I have to contain all elements into one page. So this is how you see a cloud in the center and the hub of operations, together with the smart pickup, smart inventories, smart delivery, smart retail store, and with the backbone of IoT applications. So again, what we are talking is to think smart, do smart, and accomplish something smarter. In the last couple of minutes, I would tell you, it would be another momentum. In the Middle East Logistics High Institute, last 3 years, we have studied how the data could be useful. Well, who is going to tell me 3 flows in any supply chain? I believe you would say product flow, finance, the money, and the information. Most of us will forget the value of that, information. But if I have the real information, real-time basis information, reasonable one, and very updated one, shared basis, make sure the data analytics would help us a lot. This is the dashboard driven by more than 9,600 data. So I believe, including me, no one here can read 9,600 data. But it turned to be something, again, meaningful, especially for the executives, for the professionals like you, to get into the very ultimate and a very smart decision. So here, it is not only the emerging technologies here. Together with that, I would go ahead with the collaboration between the supply chain network participants. So the degree of your smart usage, smart technologies you are implementing would be exactly the same with the other stakeholders in the pipeline. So it will help you very smart supply chain at the end. So the nexus, what is next, or the way ahead? Well, here you see, let me go there. Only 36 of professionals saying that we are digital. Okay, but what about the rest? Well, what is the good time to have that digital transformation? I would say start today, start right now. And 90% of goods, especially ocean freight, manually documented. 90% of documents, paperwork. No way. Okay? 84% of the supply chain offices saying that, we need the technology. We need technology, but what is there? Okay? The technology is not telling you, I am here waiting for you. No. And some other, results, a digital supply chain is necessary to make the things faster, smarter, efficient, and more reliable. I'm very thankful for your ultimate attention, for your valuable participation here. مع السلامة. Thank you. Many thanks to you. Thanks.
تم إقامة النسخة السادسة من مؤتمر سلاسل الإمداد والخدمات اللوجستية في الرياض بحضور كبير من قادة القطاعات والحوكمة وأيضاً الخاصة والخبراء والمهتمين من مختلف القطاعات. ارتكز المؤتمر على الموضوعات الرئيسية للرفع من كفاءة وفعالية قطاع سلاسل الإمداد واللوجستيات في المملكة وفق رؤية المملكة 2030. وشملت المناقشات ورش العمل والجلسات المحورية مواضيع أو موضوعات هامة مثل الرقمنة وتقنيات الذكاء الاصطناعي ومدى توافقها مع قطاع اللوجستيات وكفاءة السلاسل في مواجهة التحديات العالمية وهي الأهم. إذن من النقاط الأساسية اللي تم التركيز عليها هو تعزيز الاستثمار في البنية التحتية اللوجستية من خلال توسيع مناطق الخدمات اللوجستية والمرافق المتطورة لدعم نقل البضائع والتوزيع الفعال في المملكة والمنطقة، وكذلك الرقمنة واستخدام الذكاء الاصطناعي وتكثيف التوجه نحو اعتماد تقنيات متقدمة لتحسين كفاءات العمليات. بالإضافة إلى ذلك تعزيز مقومات المناعة لسلاسل الإمداد السعودية من خلال وضع استراتيجيات متكاملة لإدارة المخاطر وتنويع مصادر التوريد مع توفير نظام مراقبة فعال للحد من الاضطرابات. في التحول الرقمي يرحب المؤتمر بالتقدم في تبني تقنيات مثل الذكاء الاصطناعي وإنترنت الأشياء، ويدعو إلى التعاون ما بين القطاعين الحكومي والخاص لتعزيز الاستثمارات في هذا المجال. استدامة سلاسل الإمداد، وهنا يأتي التأكيد على تعزيز ممارسات صديقة للبيئة وتطبيق مبادئ الاقتصاد الدائري لتقليل الهدر وتشجيع استخدام مصادر طاقة مستدامة، وأيضاً التعاون العالمي. وهنا تأتي الدعوة لتعزيز الشراكات الدولية والتعاون لمشاركة ممارسات الابتكار على مستوى الحدود. الابتكار والاستثمار، هنا نتحدث عن تشجيع تطوير حلول لوجستية وتقنيات جديدة مع دعم المشروعات الناشئة والشركات الصغيرة في قطاع اللوجستيات والاستثمار في البحث والتطوير والتحسين. كنت معكم أنا رؤى ريان، شكرا لكم حضورنا الكريم وشكرا لكل من قام على إنجاح هذا المؤتمر، شكرا جزيلا.